November 13th, 2011. A. I just woke up. No time to put anything interesting in for now, but I just saw reports of a possible EF4 tornado in my area. If anything strange happens, I'll report back here. November 13th, 2011. B. I haven't been keeping up very lately, but I have been quite disturbed. I didn't really catch the tornado in time, so I admit I had wasted a little time. Something freaky has been going on. Back in the hotel, I heard commotion in the room next door. My room number is 0342, and the room to the left of mine was 0341. I heard talking of what sounded like a man, but I couldn't comprehend it since the wall muffled the sound. It went on for a while, keeping me awake. I got up, went outside into the hall, and knocked on the door. No answer. The commotion stopped. Right now it's 3 in the morning, and a little while ago I headed to the lobby to ask who was there. Apparently, no one had checked in to stay at that room, and no one was supposed to be there. I still had my balcony cam set up, but nothing suspicious arose from the footage. At least not yet. So I may get the footage I want. Since the talking stopped, I think I might just go to sleep. I have another chance to go storm chasing tomorrow. November 13th, 2011. C. I'm just about to go out chasing my last tornado for the day. Nothing strange going on, though. But I'm still dumbfounded about this man seen through the camera. It actually really worries me. I just went on chasing another EF2 until I drove into a suburban neighborhood. Rows of houses that looked exactly the same lined the road, until I drove up to a strange house. The house was lined with police tape, and fully armed SWAT officers were standing idle around the area. I walked up to the nearest one I could find and asked him what was going on. He replied, "I'm sorry, sir, but you need to take a step back." I thought that I had the liberty to know, so I asked a little more demanding, since the road was blocked off and I couldn't get a good shot at the possible EF2. "What has been going on here?" I asked. He replied simply, noticing the camera in my hand, "Put the camera back into your car, and delete the recordings that you just took." I replied, "Sir, this is very important for my career." He replied simply, "This never happened to you. Take the camera into the car, delete the footage you just took." I walked off to my car, but by then the chance I had to capture the great tornado came to a close. November 14th, 2011. I just woke up, and there was a commotion next door. Once again, knocking made it stop, so instead I took my camera outside. It was a nice sunny day, no strange weather observed. I had a great idea to create a sped up version of my walk down the street, to use as an intro for my film. I got the footage I needed in an hour's walk, but then I stumbled down to the gas station I was at a few days ago. The gas station was being torn down. It was empty, but had a solid white plastic wall set around it. I was tired stumbling in the dark. I climbed over. The inside was run down. Papers and food bags were scattered everywhere. I went into the mart they used to have, and, not to my surprise, it was empty. I wondered why they had been taking it down, but I kept looking. I found an unmarked USB drive sitting on the counter of where you would pay. Before I picked it up, I heard a loud as hell noise, like someone moaning through a microphone. So I ran the hell away and almost broke my ribs trying to get over the fence. I will post my findings from the drive so on. November 14th, 2011. A. I'm starting to analyze the drive now. The drive only contained one image file, named don'tlook.png. It consisted of a message I couldn't explain, but has some features of the original image I got from the balcony cam. I am beginning to be a little nervous. I'm going back to that gas station tomorrow morning, and I mean early in the morning. November 15th, 2011. It was about 3 in the morning, and I made sure I was awake. I brought a flashlight, camera, my butterfly knife, and some food. The gas station's appearance and state were unchanged, but it looked eerie in the dark. But I wasn't too anxious. I thought, what could have happened to me? I was alone, and if anything happened, no one would know. I walked around the station. The papers and bags that were there before were gone. I went into the torn down mini marts when my camera stopped working correctly. It soon started to distort, and eventually shut off. Nothing like that has ever happened to any of my cameras before. I didn't find anything strange until I heard the sound of what seemed like metal clanging on a floor. I looked behind me as a humanoid figure lunged straight at me. Whoever it was smashed my flashlight and messed up my leg. I was able to subdue the attacker in time. I had to crawl back to the opaque fence, coughing up blood from my injuries. My attacker was still stunned at the time, but I just wanted to get out. I soon got back up to climb the fence, and I got over. I limped over to my car, and I found a small gray satchel sitting in the front seat. I put it off to the side and drove to the hotel. I looked at what was in the satchel. It was another USB drive. When I opened the contents, I found a video file called Don't Look.wmv. When I played the video, it featured me, on the floor in the gas station, getting up to climb the fence. It ended the moment I climbed over.